Hi, it's Lucky here. I'm sitting under the veranda outside the back because I have some sad news for you. The last week we have been caring for our 16-year-old cat Millie, and she passed away yesterday morning. Our son-in-law came round and helped us bury her because Pat's knees are really bad and his asthma's not good. And we were really upset, so Ben offered, so we took him up on it. And we went out to Gawler for Easter Sunday today, and we called in at a beautiful garden shop on the way home called Vidorlis's. And we picked up a few things to put in the raised bed where Millie's buried, which I'm just going to show you right now. So that's where it is underneath the gate there. So all we're going to do now is get some raised mix to just fill the bed up. I wasn't going to worry about doing that, but now Millie's buried there because Ben did it so that the raised bed is here, and then this is all the lawn growing out around it and the soil underneath. Well, he did it down further down, so she's nice and safe. So we've got that on because I don't want foxes digging her up, because I'm sure it'll be just how luck that would happen. But what we've done is we've actually going to turn that into Millie's garden, and supply the bees and beneficial insects as well, some pretty flowers. Pat doesn't want to, for a couple of years, eat anything out of there because of Millie being in there, and it's so close to being Hatton and things like that. So what we've done is we've picked out some things. So this one is Apollo. It's a Dutch iris group. I love them. So we thought they would make it very pretty, along with, there's 5 in the packet, so along with Patrick's 10 daffodils I got in the other day that come in the mail that I ordered. That will look very pretty in amongst everything. We've got some Iceland poppies now. I've never grown those before, so it's something new. But they're pretty. My nana used to grow those all the time, every year, so I remember that. These are Pat's favourite flower. It's cornflower. So, yeah, I thought mix one of those would look really nice for the height. I've always loved these. I've never grown them, so it's a first time again. And that's a Russell Lupins. So these are 6 cell trays. So that's handy because I'll reuse those in the vegetables. And I've got some Lunaria, which I know is eggs and bacon, and there's nice pretty flowering there. So, yes, that's... There you are, it's nice and clear now. I'm out of the picture. So that's what we got to put in there along with the bulb. So that'll be really nice. And while we were out there, I said, Pat, I love epic gardening, homestead and that. So I got a dahlia. They've been talking about dahlias. This one is called Red Devil. Pat really liked this one, and I did too. Actually, I liked them all. But I thought this is really pretty. It's got lots of buds coming on it. So that'll go in the garden as well. So that's all right. And then, as you do when you're at the counter, you look around and see what else you can impulse buy. Those weren't impulses, by the way. Now we're getting to impulses. Good Aussie garlic. I missed out on ordering mine through Diggers, where I got Pat's daffodils. So they're starting to shoot a bit, so I'm going to get them out. And then I'm going to try again. I bought number 15. I've killed 13, Pat's killed 1, but I'm determined to grow rhubarb. So I've got a beautiful piece of base for it. I think they call it a crown. So I've had a chat to the girls there on what to do, and the lady that I spoke to and picked mine out for me, she grows it all year round in the Barossa Valley. So when I go out there the next time, when I go out to see family that way and we go there, I'll be able to say, yes, I killed number 15, or no, number 15 still growing. But you could hear the box of rhubarb that was still on the counter that I wasn't buying go, phew, she didn't pick me. So that's good because, yes, it's a bit of a joke. I just cannot grow it. So I'm going to try this time. Put it in the raised bed. I do really good in the raised beds. Maybe that was a bit of the problem. So I've now got to go to Bunnings probably Tuesday. So today's Sunday, so Tuesday I'll go to Bunnings and get some bags of filling just to fill up the rest of the bed there, and then I'll plant all these out. We're going to put a piece of Rio over the top. It's a wide enough space for these plants to grow, and it'll protect Millie. And then come summertime when I redo the flower bed, excuse me, I can look and say, okay, I think it's safe enough that we don't need to use the Rio, or we'll leave the Rio there for another season of flower growing. So I'll have to wait and see how we feel about that. But yeah, very sad when you lose a fur kid. And we're going to call that part of the garden now Millie's garden. So I hope you will come back, and I'll keep updating as the flowers grow and flower and that. I'm excited about growing the flowers because I learnt a lot when I went to Sophie Thompson's talk on insects and bees. So that'll be nice. And then at the same time, I can also pick some of the flowers and take them inside and enjoy them inside. I've got my sweet peas to go in. So they'll be going in at some stage in the next week. And also I'm going to transplant out of a pot my chrysanthemum plant from last year the grandchildren gave me, and I thought I'll put that in Millie's garden too to keep that full. So yeah, so I hope you're having a good Easter. We're having a good Easter, but it's a sad and a hard Easter. And we've now just got Lara. So after 40 years of marriage, we're down to one cat. When we got married, we had 3 adult Siamese cats and 5 little Siamese kittens. And over those 40 years, you know, animals come and animals go. But Millie was a very big part of our life and very spoilt. She was inside 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We firmly believe that cats shouldn't go outside their area. And she lived a very good life. And I want to honour her, and so does Pat, by growing pretty flowers where she is and go from there. So happy Easter, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.